I was asked this question by an English friend of mine who was a bit confused after the assassination of Mrs. Indira Gandhi.
Assassination of
Mrs. Indira Gandhi,
yes.
He wanted to find out about Sikhism or Sikh religion. Well, I replied to him as best as I could, but in the process I got confused myself. Now, it's because of that.
Yes, it happens, of course, there's nothing to laugh about.
As far as I know, we believe that Hazrat Baba Guru Nanak, he was a Muslim. And what I fail to understand is, if he was a Muslim, then how come that this Sikhism started as a new religion, or I don't know whether it's a sect or a religion. I mean, if it is a religion, then, and if we think that it is a religion, then what's the explanation? I mean, because if it...
No, it's not a new religion at all, and this is what we prove, and this is a debate going on with the Sikhs for the last 100 years.
Yes, right, okay, granted.
The fact is that they were converts gained from among the Hindus in most cases. And Hazrat Guru Baba Nanak, who himself was a convert at the hands of a Sufi near Dera Baba Nanak, in Nankana Sahib, not Dera Baba Nanak, near Nankana Sahib, he got initiated at his hands and was one of his followers. So, because he hailed from among the Hindus, then he began to address his own community, that is Hindu, and started gaining converts from among them. Now, he became very popular for his piety, because he was a great saint. And he gained a very large number of converts from among the Hindus and a small number from among the Muslims as well. But he did not have time enough to educate those people properly. Only his main stress was on the unity of God. Yet the cloak that he was wearing, on that cloak, nothing but the verses of the Holy Quran were written. He always carried a Hamail Sharif with him, that is the Holy Quran, which is carried small size Holy Quran. And he spoke of the Holy Quran, he performed Hajj, he said prayers, and he knew no religion but Islam. But he did not have time enough to educate his people, and he died before he could educate them all, but he left a confused people instead, and immediately a division took place after his death. Part of those who believed in Islam, they wanted to bury him, and part of those who believed and were still under the influence of Hinduism and were not properly educated, they wanted to burn his body. The result was that division became, in fact, a cause for the creation of a sort of new religion. A hot debate went on and bloodshed was feared until somehow the Muslim sect among the, who had hailed from the Muslims and who understood Guru Baba Nanak perfectly to be a Muslim, they somehow removed his body from the place where it was kept under the darkness of night and got it buried somewhere and declared it to the others that Allah had lifted his body to the heaven. So they started believing that he was a guru whose body was lifted to the heaven. So because the Muslims were weaned away from them at that juncture, all that was left of Sikhism were those uneducated Hindus who had come from Hinduism. And they did not want to believe in Islam, but they believed in that saint and his teachings of the unity of God alone. To that much they understood him. So because they were no longer Hindus either, so they were left without a teaching. Even today, the Sikhs are without a Sharia. without a book. Because Guru Granth Sahib does not speak on the fundamentals of human relationships at all. And this is our challenge to them. We tell them that this is because Hazrat Guru Baba Nanak Sahib believed in the law of the Holy Quran, so he didn't give you a law. All the law that is known to them is 5 kakas, 5 Ks, 5 articles which they must wear, which begin with the word K. That is all the Shariat known to them. And that God is one, that's all. So these things do happen when you're not capable of teaching your followers properly. And after all, he had not invented a new religion, and because he was known to study the Holy Quran, to wear it, to respect it, and also he gave this admonition to his followers repeatedly in Granth Sahib, what is called Granth Sahib, that you must not oppose the Holy Quran and the scribes of the Holy Quran. And he speaks so highly of the Holy Book and how it should be followed, and that there is no redemption except in the Holy Quran, that everything is very clear in the very Granth Sahib. You don't have to go outside to prove that he never brought a new religion.